This video is sponsored by my OnlyFans, where I do my meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. Hi guys, and welcome to Get Your Reviews, and to this review of Wednesday, the latest Netflix show that just came out just a few days. Few days that were absolutely marvelous, guys, because I have not seen such show in quite a while. Yeah, I am just overwhelmed by positive emotions over this. So yeah, right off the bat, we're going to start with, well, yeah, this show is amazing, and a little bit of a background, guys. I have been growing up with the Addams Family, of course, among many other shows and movies, but the Addams Family is almost funny and interesting families that I ever watched on the screen. And this time, when I first heard that they're going to do a show about Wednesday only, I mean, that she's gonna be the focus, I was like, oh, really? I mean, I like her. She is cool and all, she's funny, and she likes to torture her brother Pugsley, but really a whole show that revolves around her. And then the trailers came out, and I covered these, and they were awesome. I was basically like this, watching the trailers, because it was captivating, what I did see. And I was like, I cannot wait to see this. I cannot. I just can't. And finally, when it was out, started watching it. It was absolutely marvelous from the very beginning. And yeah, I will give you my score right now, and then I'm going to elaborate on some of the storylines and characters without going into any spoilers. So I would totally give the show like a 9 out of 10. I can give it a 10 out of 10. Definitely could be a bit more, well, just a bit more, perfect in some areas. I think that the show was a bit predictable at times, and I'm not the best of figuring out, mysteries, because usually when I'm really pulled in whatever I'm watching, I'm not really thinking about, uh, you know, who did it, or, I mean, that's not my focus. I'm just like, pulled, yeah, pulled, so to speak, immersed in what is happening, and I'm just like, waiting to see who, what, and yeah, what happened exactly. So yeah, but this time I felt myself a bit like looking from afar at some points, and I did figure out a lot of stuff without even trying. So I think, yeah, that maybe, just maybe, if they're doing a season 2, and they probably will, because I'm pretty sure this is a smash hit based on everything that I saw on the internet. I think they should do a bit more like of an improvement of how the story's unfolding. Just a bit. I mean, it's not like a lot, but just a bit. But other than that, guys, everything about the show, how it's shot, of course, Tim Burton directed like quite a few of the episodes, not only two, three, I think four, right about there, 3 or 4, as far as I saw, and everything was top notch. It was movie quality to a big extent. There was a lot of close-ups. This was like the style of the show, and especially seeing Gwendolyn Christie's face doing all of those very, very expressive faces, and how she spoke with her English accent, it was really captivating. I was mostly captivated, of course, by Jenna Ortega, but I think equally I was captivated by Catherine Zeta-Jones' performance as Morticia. I really think this is the best Morticia that we ever had. That's what I mean. Whatever she said, it was so amazing, and that is why I started doing shorts with some of the best scenes with her. I only did 2 today, but if I can, I'm going to do a lot more, because she is amazing. Every bit of her mannerisms, the way that she stands, the way that she sits, just like, with with her hands like this on anything really, and she's like, with her back fully straight, and she is doing some movements with her head. Just amazing. Yeah. I'm just, going back to those scenes. So there's not a lot of things that can do that. I mean, that can captivate me the way that this whole show did, and the characters as well. So mostly, Wednesday and Jenna Ortega is just brilliant. There's so many things about the way that she's playing this character that is absolutely mind-blowingly good, and I'm super happy that Christina Ricci is here as well. But my God, I'm I'm just sure that Jenna Ortega is the best Wednesday that we ever had. I mean, this is on an entirely another level. She was able to capture so much, especially when Wednesday started to realize some things, and she started to become a bit more of a of a different person. Let's say she started evolving, and you can see sort of emotion on her face, sometimes pure happiness, but it's still her. And it's just smart the way that her character arc is done, just logical that she will grow in some kind of a way, otherwise it would turn out that she's completely stupid and closed to any reason. And she's extremely intelligent, so that will be out of this arc that she's very, very smart and capable in every sense of the word. Also reckless, which is normal for a teenager. I do remember how I was, no, on this age. I was quick to make, let's say, well, some actions. In any case, I was a very, very good teenager, a lot more like in it than Wednesday, but some kind of a combination between the two, actually. Anyway, so yeah, in it is the other character that was amazing. She is supposed to be like a werewolf that has not, well, became, has not turned, okay, he has not turned into one just yet. She's like a late bloomer. There's other kids there in that school, Nevermore, that Wednesday has to go to, like sirens and the stoners. That was hilarious. One guy that was like the Medusa, and he stoned himself as well. That is just hilarious, absolutely. I think the actress that plays the female door from Rings of Power is also there, like in a brief scene. I was not expecting that. There was a prophecy going on, a mystery, some brutal killings, and you're wondering who the heck is the monster, and it's great. And there's even a romantic part of it. But yeah, definitely I don't want to spoil anything about this, guys. It is awesome. I heard one review that said that, well, how can Wednesday be the only goth girl in the first school that they showed in the beginning, in the first episode? And I'm like, well, she is not goth. She's not goth in the conventional way, anyway. I mean, Wednesday is totally different in so many ways. She's not just goth. I mean, the way that she carries herself, dresses, all those things, they're just part of her darker personality. Her mother is the opposite. Morticia has very opposite look of the world, very positive, and Wednesday is the negative Nelly, pretty much. So that doesn't mean that she's God. Just means that she has, yes, maybe some similarities indeed, but she's totally so much more than this. When you are her personality such a negative person, there's also so many lines from this that are great. One time she said, "I rather put needles in my eyes." Well, I I will do that anyway. Something like this. So a person like her, just normal, for her to also dress in black and wear dark makeup and all those things that she is, So that's ridiculous complaint about this. Also, that this is like a CW, yeah, drama. Oh, I'm sorry. CW does not have such quality. This is very high quality. Tim Burton is super involved in this. There's so much of him here on the screen, so much of his style and his vision. And it really shows. And it just brought in the best possible way. It's applied in the best possible way. That's exactly what I want to say. The music is great as well. There's a scene where she is playing on a cello. Damn it, I forget. That was exactly what it was, but it's freaking amazing. It's painted black. The song is one of my favorite songs in general, and this is how you can use just the music of a song or a very famous song and to fit perfectly the atmosphere, everything in it, the scene, tone. There was also a Metallica, music only, and just perfect. And there's some, a lot of other movies, let's say Black Adam, where famous songs are used just not in a very compatible way with whatever's happening on the screen with the movie itself. But here, no, everything was used perfectly. There's marvelous scene like a school dance, which has gone all over the internet now, and Jenna Ortega is doing such an amazing job, like looking absolutely dead and at the same time expressive. And I happen to know someone that's very much like her. That is crazy to know someone like that in real life, guys. Yeah, it just blows my mind. But guys, acting here absolutely perfect from everyone across the board. Actually, I don't know why some people said that the acting was awful. How can that be? I mean, every little tiny expression and movement from Jenna Ortega and Catherine Zeta-Jones were like worthy of all the Oscars. Well, this is a show, so all the Emmys, okay, that they can possibly get for this. Even the guy that plays Gomez, he really had actually a lot of good scenes there. Um, and one other guy, I don't like to get into spoilers. The sirens, like the main siren, and of course the actress that plays in it, she is cute as a button, so innocent, so well, she's just amazing, and every emotion that she has to portray on screen, including the not so positive one, because once again, no one's spoil anything. It was awesome. She's amazing. So kudos to absolutely everyone. I was absolutely delighted by Gwendolyn Christie performance as the principal of this school for outcasts, Nevermore. Every bit of everything that she said and did, very close to the quality of Catherine Zeta-Jones' performance as Morticia. I mean, Gwendolyn Christie performance of this director of the school. Really, I think this is the best that she ever done. I mean, Game of Thrones, she's absolutely superb, and but here, she gets to shine. Is this principle that is stern, but in the same time, she's a true woman, and no matter how she looks, she really owns it, brings it up, shows her best qualities. That accent, that voice, just absolutely amazing, captivating, so captivating to watch, and I just have to mention Christina Ricci because she was delightful this whole time. Like, delightful is the perfect word to describe her performance. And once again, no spoilers for some other part of the show that is about her again, but absolutely marvelous actress, guys. She looks so great as well. And it seems like she and Jenna Ortega are both like on the same height, and they had to wear like very tall platforms. But they're so cute and awesome. And just so guys, I'm just so rarely impressed these days. You know, there's so many shows that just fall flat on their faces. They just lack the rewatchability that older shows had. They just feel like fast food. You just watch them once, even if you enjoy them, you can't watch them twice. They just don't have this quality to them. But this has. You can rewatch this, and it's still awesome, and you can still catch some more lines because the lines are quick. The dialogue just flies like this, and it's so smart. It's so on point, you know. Um, the other thing actually that I wanted to touch upon is that there is something actually that is negative to me. Almost forgot, but there's a lot of, not like a lot of, I mean like a ton, but there are some SJW type of a commentary here. Sometimes it's done with some kind of a reason. Um, like for example, there's this character of Xavier was explaining to Wednesday how something that she can do works. And first of all, she was like, "Are you like mansplaining to me my own thing?" And he continued to explain, and he was right. I mean, there was truth to his words, and she agreed to that. So I'm happy that she agreed. When he was right, he is right, no matter if he is a man or not. But such things, and she doesn't really use technology. Not, not at all. I mean, only laptop once, and then a phone at the end. It's not really a spoiler. So she said before that, this, she and her mom and dad had to communicate through a crystal ball, so no technology. And for her to say something like this, like how would she know then what's mansplaining? Those are the modern things. There are some references to social media, which well, she did know about those. Mm, they were okay. I mean, she really criticized these, and she was absolutely right to do so. So most of the time, whatever she said, it was like okay. So the show was not like unknowingly on the nose and incorrect or like supporting the modern stupidity. It was more like mentioning that and then putting it on its place, let's say. So that was more of the case rather than promoting things. So guys, Wednesday night out of 9 out of 10, totally recommended. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. If you're family, if you're Adam's Family fan, totally go and see it. I miss them so much. I just love to see Catherine Zeta-Jones a ton more in the future, and I hope Gomez too, although I really didn't like that guy when I first saw him on the trailers. I was like, wow, he is. I mean, I know that Gomez in the original material is very not pleasing to the eyes, but I think that was like too much. Oh, Jesus. But this guy is actually a very good actor, and he grew on me. I mean, he was very charming. So, reading your comments real quick now, guys. You're buying me even more with the songs. The potential is incredible too. Now there are lots of bands flying in my head that I would love to hear in the background. Yeah, there are, well, I don't know how many there are really. I can tell you maybe about two, but the whole soundtrack, I would love to have them. The music is written by the guy that writes the previous Tim Burton music movies for Tim Burton's movies. His name escapes me now, but even that's amazing. So if there's like a soundtrack coming out as an album or anything like this, I would love to hear that. It's gonna be awesome. So just tell me what you think, guys, in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. You can check the shorts as well on the channel. If you like to support me, Patreon, PayPal, and of course OnlyFans, where you all of my meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. Love you guys. Till next time.